Hello, good evening everybody. My name is Igustin Ngura Agung Artawijaya. You can call me Ajung, that's my nickname because my true name is a little bit long. Uh, in a good moment, I will bring you my presentation about the landscape photography. This is the presentation of my presentation about my hobby. It's for the English for academic purpose tax. Yeah, I will bring this presentation. Okay, let I talking about my hobby. Okay, the first one I will explanation about the content of my presentation. There are 4 capture here. For the first one, we'll talking about the landscape photography, what's the definition and the scope of landscape photography. The second one, I will talking about the gear and the basic skill when you doing a landscape photography. So the short description about camera, filter, and the basic skill of landscape photography. The third one, I will talking about the various kinds of landscape photography. The various kinds of landscape based by technique and the condition of the object. For the last capture, a summary of the enjoyment of doing landscape photography is my conclusion. Okay, before we to the next slide, I will say to you all of you, the all picture in this presentation is belong to me. Yeah, it's the copyright of the picture is mine. Yes, is the my photo works of the landscape photography. Okay, let's check this out. Okay, for the first one, I will explain about what is the landscape photography. Yeah, so the landscape photography is capturing an image that embodies the spirit of the outdoors. Yeah, it carries a sense of being there to see something incredible. So when viewers look at your work, their hearts should jump. You want them to feel the same emotion that you feel standing in the middle of nature and bringing back something amazing. So just not just take a picture or capture a moment, but landscape photography is how you make people to the same emotion that you feel when you in that spot on that place. So you can make the influencer. Yes, you can explain the beauty of the place in your photo works. Yeah. Okay. So we will talking about the gear or tools. Yeah, for the first one. Before I'm explain about the tools, I will say to all of you, it's not a must you use a professional camera when you capture landscape photography. Yeah, so you can use the another gears like smartphone camera is okay. Yeah, it's good also. You can use a mirrorless compact camera or pocket camera is okay. It's no problem. Yeah. Uh, as long as you uh, know about the technique of or the composition of the object. Yeah, so the gears or the camera is no matter. Yeah, whatever what kind of your camera is no matter. It's all back to your knowing about the technique. So I will tell you about my gears. Yeah, usually I'm use my Nikon DSLR. Yeah, mine is the series of the D800 and D7100 for my main camera or for my body camera. And for the lens, I use more often the kind of the wide lens. Yeah, because if you will to like to capture the landscape photography, you need a wide lens. Yeah, so more wide is more better. More wide scope, wide panoramic. In my case, I use the Tokina brand with the focal length 11 until 17 millimeters. And don't forget to bring in the other accessories. Yeah. In my case, I use some filter lens like the ND, GND, and GPL. Is the difference of the filter is only graduates of the color. ND is a natural density, GND gradual natural density, and GPR is about for the polarized filter. So don't forget to bring your tripod to make your camera more steady. Yeah, so you can use the long exposure technique when your camera is steady. Yeah, stay on the tripod, and another etc. You can bring a shutter remote or another accessories. But is the important is camera, lens, and also of course filter and tripod. Okay. Okay, talking about skill. Yeah, I will not explanation about the detail or skill because you can learn it yourself by yourself into the manual book. Yeah. So when you take the picture, you need to have some technical understanding of how your camera works. Yeah, like I said before, you can learn it in your manual book, your camera. But you need to analyze the scene in front of you, yeah, noticing details that other people will overlook. So you will make a decision what is your point of interest, yeah, when you take a landscape photography. So it's not just taking some photo or some object. You must make a decision what is your POE or point of interest, what your foreground, what your midground, and what your background. So in the perfect composition, you will make the awesome photo works. Okay, and at the same time, you must be creative. Yeah, every time you frame a photo, you should keep in mind what looks good and why. These questions are impossible answer. Yeah, uh, if you not have a good practice or learn by experience. Okay, so landscape photography is talking about experience, learning by doing. Yeah, time by time, day by day, you will getting better in landscape photography. Okay, yeah. So in the next slide, I will talking about the various kinds of the landscape photography. Okay. There are six kinds of the landscape photography, depend on the object and the technique while you shoot the capture the landscape. But the first one is nature photography or landscape in an ordinary definition. The second one is the architectural. The third one seascape. The fourth one nightscape. Yeah. The fifth genre is Milky Way, and the last genre is long exposure. Yeah, it's long exposure technique. Okay, let's talk one by one. For the first one, nature, yeah, or ordinary landscape. That's photography that presenting the natural panorama views and its content naturally. Yeah, an example is my photo work at the Gurun Pasir Bintan, in the Bintan Deserts, in the Bintan Island, Rayo Island. Yeah, this is how you can capture the beauty of the panorama in the some place in one frame. So can you put foreground, midground, and a background? Yeah, it's very nice to have landscape like this. It's in a sunny day. Okay, the second one is the architectural photography. Yeah, that types of photography that capture architecture or design of the beauty of the urban planning or the buildings. Yeah, in case in this slide, I have some samples from my photo work at Singapore. The top one in Louis Vuitton, yeah, buildings in Singapore, in the very beauty nice scenery, and in the another one is my photo works at the Jewel Changi Airport of the Singapore airport. Yeah, one things. If you want to learn about the architectural photography, yeah, Singapore is a good choice because you know Singapore is a small country with a lot of beautiful buildings in there. Yeah, so you can explore Singapore because every corner in Singapore is Instagrammable and it's very have a good architectural if you immortalize that in on your photo works. Okay, so Singapore is a good choice for your architectural photography. Second one. Okay, next the seascape. Yeah, the third genre is a seascape. That's a type of photography that perpetuates the beauty of the beach, sea, and the entire ecosystem. Yeah, you can see what the very beautiful golden hour when sunrise. Yeah, in Batu Besar Beach for the first picture, and for the bottom picture is my seascape in Nongsa Beach when the sun set, but it's a little bit cloudy, so you can see the good sun skin. Yeah, it's very blue because it's cloudy. But whatever, seascape is always beautiful when you have a good moment and when sunrise or sunsets. Yeah, in sunrise you can go in the golden hours at 5 a.m. until 7 a.m. and for the sunset you can go around 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. Yes, it's a good scenery of the light of the sun. Yeah, when sunrise or sunset. Then the fourth one, we're talking about nightscape. Yeah, nightscape is the genre of the photography that captures the beauty of the atmosphere at night. However, both in the city or in a rural setting. So when you're talking about nightscape, yeah, you will learn or you will talking about how to capture works of photography in the night condition. Yeah, you know, in the night condition is a low light. Yeah, there are no shiny light, but you can use some specific technique to get the good scenery of the nightscape. Yeah, in my sample, this is my photo work at the Singapore on the first one in the up and the night skin of the Marina Bay. Yeah, in Marina Bay area. And the bottom one is my photo work at the Bundaran HI, Jakarta. Yeah, Bundaran HI Jakarta is a very beautiful scenery at the evening. Yeah, around 8 p.m. until 10 p.m. I think. So I use my long exposure technique so I can catch the light trail. Yeah, light trail. Can see light trail in the Bundaran HI. Nightscape is amazing. Yeah, you can go to city in the night, in the evening, and put on your tripod, and it's very joyful. Okay, the fifth one is Milky Way. Yeah, Milky Way is a broad luminous irregular band of lights that stretch completely around the celestial sphere and is caused by the light of mirrors of the faint star. In other words, Milky Way is you painting the star. Yeah, when it's but it's Milky Way, you need more effort. Yeah, because you must know about weather because only the Milky Way just only you can get only when the sky is so clear. Yeah, so clear, no cloud in the night, so clear, and the perfect moment, the perfect time, you can follow the sky map. Yeah, in the application or in government, you can capture a good Milky Way with a special technique. Yeah, Milky Way need a special technique with a tripod and good aperture and good diaphragm and shutter speed. You can capture the good Milky Way. Is one of the magical genre in photography. Okay. The last one is long exposure, like I said before in my nightscape. Simple nightscape, long exposure is or time exposure or slow shutter photography in another name that involves using a long duration shutter speed to sharply capture the stationary elements of the image while blurring, smearing, or obscuring the moving elements. So when you use this technique, long exposure, like my picture on the top at the Tanjung Riau beach in Batam Island, you can see the way the water or the sea and in the sea is very smooth, because I'm used the technique of long exposure. So you use the very long shutter speed, yeah, so can make the water is more smooth. And the other picture in the bottom, I use the same technique long exposure, but with another property. I'm use steel wool, burned steel wool with fire. So I make some movement with the steel wool. And when I use the long exposure technique, the fire in steel wool will immortalize very beautiful like this. Yeah, you can make a capture of the very good scenery with long exposure. So many more technique you can use in landscape photography. That's the point is how do you bring the beautiful or the awesome place to your viewers. Okay, so here we are. This is a reason why I love the landscape photography. Yeah, because I love talking to the people about it, studying their photos and learning from them. This is hobby, but it is also a way of seeing the world. Because I feel when I'm doing my landscape photography, when I bring my tripod and my camera to another place or another city I never have been before, yeah, I have never been there before. I feel the very good spirit and very good passion when I see the place when with my camera to take the landscape photography. Yeah, so you are not talking about people. Yeah, you are not taking photo of people, but your end goal is always to show people what you capture. So when you bring a viewer into a skin, giving them a sense of the world that you saw. That is a landscape photography. Like for the first I say, you must bring a few of viewers same feel, yeah, with your field when you in that place on that spot. That is landscape photography. Okay, thank you everyone for watching my presentation. I'm sorry if I'm say I make some mistake or some wrong use of the spelling, wrong spelling of wrong vocabulary. I'm sorry because I'm still learning how to present the presentation with the English with the English version. Yeah, so I'm so sorry if I have some mistakes. And please don't hesitate to check my photo works. Yeah, at my social media channel. I have Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You can find me and my photo work at Ajunkmotret. Yeah, that's my channel of my Instagram photo works and my Facebook or Twitter. So once again, thank you for watching. For you, I'm sorry. See you in another presentation another time. Thank you, and bye bye.